What's up, everybody? Spunky Nights 91 coming you guys with another video. So coming at you guys with another article off of Eagles Wire. This article talks about the Eagles cornerbacks and the cornerback battle during training camp being probably being the most important one to watch out for. And I'm gonna read to you guys what they said in this article, and of course I'm gonna give you my thoughts afterwards. So with that said, let me go ahead and get started. The article starts off saying that the Philadelphia Eagles are 16 days away from the pursuit of a championship and one of the most important training camps in franchise history. The storyline will be tantalizing with interest, certainly to surround Carson Wentz, Deshaun Jackson's return. Um, Jason Peters' possible final season, and a plethora of other hot topics. The biggest storyline could be how the Eagles' battered secondary gels after an up and down 2018 season that saw every cornerback on the roster deal with some type of injury. If guys can return with a renewed vigor, the Eagles secondary could become a strength for the team. As for now, the Birds cornerback battle will be the team's most important one, according to NFL.com. The most important position battle, cornerback. Philadelphia's roster is arguably the best and deepest in football. It's hard to find a blemish, let alone competition. So I'm tempted to leave this entire section blank. I'm in too deep already. I'm in too deep already. Let's go with the Eagles cornerbacks, a deep unit that was ravaged by injuries last season. Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills should still start. But where does that leave Sidney Jones, who has yet to complete a full season, Avonte Maddox, Rasul Douglas, and Cravon LeBlanc? Philly has a bevy of solid, if fragile, options to fill out the depth chart, and hopefully not the injury report this season. Darby is the team's highest paid cornerback and also returning from a torn ACL. Avonte Maddox has been the best cornerback this offseason, and experts see him moved around a lot. Sidney Jones is carrying around the burden of being a second round pick and could end up on the trade block if he doesn't excel during camp. So there you have it right there. That was the article talking about the Eagles corners. And yeah, the article is spot on, man. A lot of question marks at corner. It said that this is the most important position battle going to the season. That's definitely argument. That's definitely an argument to be made there. I think linebacker is definitely a position that we definitely need to watch out for. But going back to the corners, man, there definitely are a lot of question marks here at corner. Let me just start off here, man. Let's start off with Ronald Darby. I think most Eagle fans that I've seen, other Eagle YouTubers that I've seen, I think most of us tend to agree that this is probably going to be Ronald Darby's last season in Philadelphia. He's currently the highest paid corner that we have on this roster. The past two seasons he's gone out with injuries. He got injured in 2017 in the very first game of the season against the Redskins. Came back later on in the season against the Cowboys. He played the rest of that season, but then last season, of course, he got hurt again. Last season was just a very, very rough year. The whole team was getting all banged up. But Ronald Darby, of course, this offseason went to Kansas City to be looked at by the Kansas City Chiefs. He left without a contract. He decided to come back to Philadelphia and give it one more year. My assumption is, my belief is that he went there. They offered him a contract that he did not like. He says, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to come back to Philadelphia for one more year, have a good season, and test the market next season. And that's what I think Ronald Darby's doing. I don't see him coming back to Philadelphia next year. I think this is his last year in Philadelphia. He has a good year. He's going to go somewhere else to get a bit payday. That's what I expect for Ronald Darby. But while he's here this year, man, I expect big things from him. Jalen Mills. must I really say anything about Jalen Mills? You guys know how I feel about Jalen Mills. I never understood why. I never understood the love that Jim Schwartz and Doug Pease have for this guy. Yeah, he plays with with a lot of passion, with a lot of love, and I do give him that. He does leave it all on the field. But the thing with him, man, is that he's a goal line corner. He plays well on the goal line, but when you need him on these deep bombs, he always falls. He falls for the double moves, man, all the time. The fakes. He always falls for them. He's always getting burned, constantly getting burned, man. I personally would be just fine if we moved on from Jalen Mills. After this season, I would not shed a tear whatsoever. Personally, I'm hoping that's the route we go. He's in the last year of his rookie contract, so he's going to be a free agent next year. And if he does not step his game up this season and show that he could be a consistent corner, not just in the goal line, not just in the damn goal line, but throughout the game, throughout the game, be a consistent corner. I'm not saying be a shutdown corner. Of course, I don't expect to be a damn shutdown corner. He was a what 6, 7 round draft pick, so I never expect that from him, man. But stop getting beat so bad on these damn fakes and double moves, man. Step your damn game up. This the last year of his rookie contract. The Eagles can move on after this. We'll see. We'll see if they decide to move on from him. Um, Avante Maddox, Crayvon LeBlanc, both of these guys, man, both of them just came out of absolutely nowhere. Both of these guys, man, came out of nowhere and really, really started, balling, like really balling out. Once they got their opportunities, both of these guys took advantage of their opportunities. They went out there and absolutely balled out, and you can't help but respect that, man. Hopefully, with the experience they got last season with the Eagles, they take that and they build off of it and continue to get better. Avante Maddox in particular, man, in the slot, man, like this guy gave up the fewest yards on average by a cornerback in the entire league. So I'm very excited about his future for sure. Crayvon Blunt, I'm very excited about his development as well. Sidney Jones, I made a video on Sidney Jones. I said, man, he was drafted to be down the road a starting outside corner. The guy was an absolute shutdown corner in college. He truly was a shutdown corner. Obviously, he had during his pro day, whatever he suffered the Achilles injury. The hope was that we drafted him in the second round. He was going to be a first round pick, but the Eagles got him in the first round. The hope was that he would be a steal, he would get healthy, and that he would come back stronger than ever in his second year. They put him on the field the last game of the 2017 season, and he looked pretty good overall. Like he looked very well. And then came 2018. He had his good moments, but he also had his bad moments before he got hurt again. So yeah, man, I still have not given up on Sidney Jones. I know a lot of Eagle fans have given up on Sidney Jones, but I still do believe in Sidney Jones. I still think he can be something special. The clock is ticking on him. You can't, it is what it is, man. The clock is ticking on him. He has to go out there this season, man. Stay healthy and prove that it was a smart decision by the Eagles to draft him in the second round of 2017. So I still believe in Sidney Jones. I still do believe in him, but next season really is a make it or break a year for him. That's the bottom line. Now over to Rasul Douglas. I'm a huge fan of Rasul Douglas. I like Rasul Douglas. I like the kid a lot. He's not the fastest guy at all. He's nowhere near the fastest guy at all at corner. Big guy, tall guy with very long arms. I've already said to myself personally that I think he's better suited to be a safety in the NFL. I think he's better suited to be a safety because he's not the fastest of guys. But whatever reason, Jim Schwartz and of course you know our head coach of course does not feel that way. Doug Peterson, for whatever reason, does not feel like we should move him over to no, give him a try at safety. I don't know why. But I do like Rasul Douglas a lot. The kid plays with a lot of heart. He plays with a lot of passion. And he goes out there and puts it all on the field. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. Is he going to be a star corner in the NFL? Probably not. Probably won't be a star corner in the NFL. But I think he's definitely a very solid, depth piece. I think he's definitely a very solid corner that could be a very solid, have a very solid career. Obviously, in college, when he was at West Virginia, he led West Virginia interceptions. That had to do a lot with his body, big body guy with long arms. But I like Rasul Douglas a lot, man. And I think he's a very solid piece for us on this team. I would love to see him at safety. I would definitely love to see him at safety, but that's probably unlikely. If anybody's gonna move to safety, it'll probably be Jalen Mills. I think I've heard a lot of fans say they would like to see Jalen Mills at safety. We'll see. But yeah, man, I like Rasul Douglas a lot, and I hope that he takes advantage of the opportunities that he gets in 2019, the playing opportunities he gets. He's been doing that the past 2 seasons. He's been playing his ass off, trying his best, and and overall playing pretty decent when he's gotten his opportunities. I hope he gets more opportunities in 2019 because I would like to see him. I would like to see him go out there and be a very solid contributor for the team. But yeah, man, Eagles Wire believes that the corners are the most important battle during training camp. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with them? That's the most important battle. I think there's definitely an argument to be made at linebacker is a possibility, but we'll see, man. Wide receiver, you could say wide receiver. We know who the top three wide receivers are, but of course that number 4, number 5, number 6 spot, those have a question mark on them right now. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nice 91's out of here. Fly, go fly. Peace.